Hey guys, welcome back to Z World News. Today with another article for you. This article is coming from Newsweek titled China Backs Russia After Putin Warns West They'll Regret Crossing the Red Line. This article is written by Jenny Fink. Okay, so at this point you are aware of that Russia and China are having military drills together. Their militaries are closer aligned together because of the common enemies that they do have. This article, it does mention that Russia is sharing their technology with China. And so if they're doing that, China might be doing the same thing and sharing their military technology on equipment with Russia. There's a lot of rumors going around that China got that technology by hacking US servers, military installations in the US and probably in the West as well. They're both getting a lot of advanced military equipment if they're both sharing technology together. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the article and then let you decide at the very end. Amid growing tensions between the United States and Russia, China threw its support behind Russian President Vladimir Putin, calling the two nations comprehensive strategic partners of coordination in the new era. In a recent State of the Union address, Putin reminded Western leaders of the country's nuclear arsenal and warned the West not to cross a red line. Any country that provoked threats to Russia's fundamental security would regret their deeds more than they have regretted anything in a long time, according to Putin. When asked about Putin's comment, Foreign Ministry spokesperson Wang Wenbin said China and Russia will continue to understand and support each other in safeguarding our respective sovereignty, security, and development interest. Putin hasn't ruled out a Russia-China military alliance. In October, he said it was quite possible to imagine it and pointed to the war games the two countries' armed forces participated in and Russia's sharing of sensitive military technology with China. Ties between the two countries have seemed to deepen over the past few months, and Wang said in January, China seems no limit for how far this cooperation can go. As the two countries seem to be growing closer, relations between Russia and the West have been growing more distant. In retribution for hacking federal agencies and interfering in the presidential election, the Biden administration expelled 10 Russian diplomats and imposed a number of sanctions. The goal is to harm Moscow financially in any effort to deter future acts that U.S. officials deemed an attack on America's democracy. We cannot allow a foreign power to interfere in our democratic process with impunity, President Joe Biden said. I was clear with President Putin that we could have gone further, but I chose not to do so. I chose to be proportionate. Wang criticized the decision to sanction Russia as power politics and hegemonic bullying. The spokesperson added that sanctions gain no support and are increasingly rejected. Russia has faced criticism recently for its military buildup at the Ukrainian border, and Biden said it reiterated to Putin that Ukraine had American support, urging him to avoid any further military action. Putin pushed back against Western attacks in his State of the Union address, calling them part of a new sport of who shouts the loudest. He likened the West to Shere Khan, the villain in Rudyard Kipling's The Jungle Book, and Russia's critics to Tabaku, a jackal that served as a sidekick of sorts to Khan. We really do not want to burn bridges, but if someone mistakes our good intentions for indifference or weakness and intends to burn or even blow up these bridges, they must know that Russia's response will be asymmetrical, swift, and tough, Putin said. Okay, so that's the end of the article. I had mentioned before on other articles the alliance between Russia and China. They haven't announced it publicly, but they are having a lot of military exercises, naval exercises, land and sea as well. They have joined in Iran as well in these war games. So we don't know what kind of alliances they already have. If they're having war games together, it's leading to something and they're not announcing it. So I'll keep you posted on anything that comes up. Make sure to subscribe and click the bell to be notified on the next episode. Have a good one.